Welcome back to our 40 days of prayer. Today is day 38 of our journey, and if you look in your journals, we're in Psalms 141. Now, right underneath the psalm number, you'll see it says a Psalm of David. So I think that's an important key because this gives us a clue into the author's life. We know David from numbers of different stories out of 1st and 2nd Samuel. We know just numbers of backgrounds of David. This gives us a clue into his personal prayer life. Look at verse 2. I love verse 2. It says, "Accept my prayer as an incense offering to you, and my upraised hands as an evening offering." Now, it's the words upraised hands that I circle because that's what I've just been reflecting upon. When I lift up my hands in worship, what I'm doing is my outward expression is a reflection of an inward experience that I'm having. So therefore, when I used to teach kids ministry, I used to talk to kids about surrender. When you're sensing a surrender, you want to give your all to God. This should be an outward expression, and sometimes it's with the voice, and sometimes it's with our hands, sometimes it's both. And that's why I love watching people just get so full of the joy of the Lord. I've watched people bounce, dance, drop to their knees. I've watched people stand in silence. I've watched people just go into a corner and weep before the Lord, just brokenness, letting their interior be expressed in the outward. And this is what the psalmist is doing. It was a few years ago that I read one commentator that began to describe upraised hands, and he says, when we lift up our hands, we in a sense are doing what a child does to an adult. We are appealing to somebody that is so much bigger than us. And so I just wrote down simple words. I wrote down the words higher. When I lift my hands, I'm appealing to God who is higher, whose ways are higher, whose thoughts are higher than mine, that he has more authority. I lift up my hands to the one that has more authority, to the one that is wiser. I lift up my hands as if to say, that which I am, I release to you. And I lift up my hands to you as if to say, God, I trust you. Like my child lifts their hands up to me, Lord, I lift up my life unto you. So today, would you spend time in your response to God, maybe lifting up your hands and just simply appealing to the one that is higher than you? So I've got to say today, walk with the outward expression of the inward experience, and we'll see you tomorrow as we continue through our series.